It's no secret that I spend quite a lot of money on new makeup releases to try and test out on my channel and to enjoy. Obviously, no one buys products expecting to hate them. At least I don't anyway. Maybe some big creators do, but I definitely buy products that I'm interested in and that I really hope that I will enjoy and love. Now, I've got 10 products in front of me that I do not love. I do not love at all for specific reasons, and I'm going to talk about them today. These are my biggest makeup regrets. Why did I spend my money on these products? Please can someone tell me why? But just before we do jump into the video, if you haven't already, definitely like and subscribe, comment and hype this video as well. Hello to my lovely regulars. I hope you are doing amazing today. This look is my Wicked for Good look. It is releasing today and I am just about to go and see it and I'm so excited. So this is my like Alpha Glinda kind of look. I don't know, I did a get ready with me. I did it all on camera for you guys and it just went wherever. I didn't really have a plan. I wanted to enjoy it. I just wanted to be creative and I feel like I've done that and I really like it. I think the more I wear it, the more I like it. So let me know what you think of it down below. It's a bit of fun. It's all right. It's not a serious look today. It's fine. So I do have the products in front of me today, but before I jump into the products, I want to just mention mystery boxes and vaults in general. I've been caught out on both of these and I have regretted it every single time. So mystery boxes, and I'm gonna count like kind of glossy box type things as well in here. Some subscription boxes are amazing. So the Beauty Moon subscription box is so good. However, glossy box and things like that, or mystery boxes in general, I've always been disappointed with. And a lot of the time I do buy them for content. I do buy them to open and it's the big mystery. Let's unbox it together. And every single time, there has just been something in there that I don't enjoy. It's the same with kind of makeup advent calendars as well. I just don't like the mystery aspect of things. There are things in my collection that I just wouldn't have chosen to buy that are in my collection because I bought a mystery box. And to be honest, I just don't see the value in them anymore. I would rather get things on sale, wait for Black Friday or the Sephora sale or things like that to get a cheaper value than just buy a random mystery box for 40 quid and have no idea what it is inside it. I have a very, I'd say, unique makeup style. I like colour and I don't like cream blushes or bronzers. I like powder products and colour. And I feel like that's the opposite of the trend right now. I feel like all clean girl, natural with cream products is so trendy. And so the mystery boxes try to be trendy, but for me, it just fails. So mystery boxes, no. Vaults, Colourpop, I'm looking at you. I have been caught out on vaults so many times. It's the value, it's the collection. No, you're not going to use all those things. They're gonna go off, they're gonna expire before you can even get to them. So I wanted to talk about those two products, or those two types of products, very quickly before I do jump into the video, because I did want to mention them. I regret them wholeheartedly. So normally I go in the order that you do your makeup, but you know what? I'm feeling wild and crazy today. I might just grab and go. I might just grab something at random, live life on the edge. Let's do it. So the first product, I don't actually know why I hate this so much, but there is something in the core of my soul that despises this product. This is the Beauty Bay face palette. Now, the product is fine. The blushes and the highlight and the bronzer in here is fine. It's good quality. However, I just see this and think that is the laziest thing I have ever seen in my life. For me, especially as I've got older, packaging and presentation has become a massive thing when it comes to makeup, and this is a flop. Award to the most boring packaging goes to this. I have got to the point in my makeup collection, I have so many beautiful products. Why the hell would I reach for this? This is so boring. Bronze Blush Glow. What? Give me something, Beauty Bay. Give me something. The products are fine. This bronzer's kind of green, which, I mean, would go great with this look today because I'm going to go see Wicked. But why is it green? I understand that people have an olive undertone and maybe it would work for olive undertones, but then make specific palettes for specific undertones then, because a green bronzer really isn't going to work for a lot of people. If my understanding's correct, olive is like the least common skin type. I would imagine so anyway. I could be wrong in that. Why have an olive, like, green undertone bronzer? I don't really understand. If you're going to come out with a bronzer of this tone, I know a lot of people would love it, but maybe as its own product. The blushes are fine, they're just matte blushes, the highlight's fine. I think just the laziness of this packaging is what grinds my gears so much. And I've never felt this way about a product before. I've never felt like, oh my god, I'm angry because of the laziness of it. But I just know Beauty Bay can do so much better. Even just like a pattern on it. Just anything. Like, please, just anything. Call it something cool and something cute and something trendy. It's annoying and frustrating to me when brands come out with just bare minimum product. I think that's what this is, a bare minimum product. Let me know, should I do a video about bare minimum products? Because I think that would be really fun. But that's what I would describe this as, and it makes me mad. So I regret buying this. I did buy this for my full face of Beauty Bay, and it served its purpose, but now, no. This next product I genuinely hate with everything in my soul, and not just because of the packaging. The packaging on this I will let slide. The product itself is garbage. This is from Primark. This is their pressed powder foundation. It is the My Perfect color, and this is in the shade Porcelain. This is the driest thing I've ever put on my skin. Granted, this was only a few pound. Primark is not expensive at all, but oh my god, this is worth a refund and then compensation. The fact that I had to put this on my skin makes me want to cry. I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna be doing the worst makeup I've ever tried in 2025. So I think a lot of these products are going to be in that video. So definitely stay tuned for that because it's going to be so much fun. Well, it'll be fun for you. It won't be fun for me. I will be trying this again in that video, but I mean, it smells like talc, which to me is a sign of cheap makeup. I've had a back and forth with you guys about the smell of talc, and it's like, it smells like baby powder. A lot of people were telling me that talc actually doesn't have a smell, but if you know the smell of cheap makeup, you know exactly the smell that I'm talking about. And let's have a look at the ingredients on here. First ingredient is always talc. Yes. I have very dry skin at the best of times. This makes me look like I have never ever seen a drop of water in my life. It balls up, it cakes up, it literally sucks any moisture off my skin, and I want to cry whenever I use this. This is the worst powder I think I've ever used in my entire life, and the sooner this gets out of my collection, the better, because oh my goodness me, I hate this with a burning passion. A lot of makeup products that I try and maybe I don't like, I can kind of be like, yeah, that didn't really work for me. This makes me mad. It makes me angry. The biggest regret in the world, absolutely not. Now I have a regret for a little bit of a different reason. Now this product is really good. However, I have a thing about dupes. I have a kind of thing about when makeup brands dupe each other versus when makeup brands blatantly copy each other. And I'm talking about formulation, packaging, marketing, theme, everything. I have an issue with that. If you want to take a concept and be like, that's a cool concept, let me put my own spin on it, great, amazing. This is not that. This is from Essence. This is the multi-chrome flakes, and I bought this for my full face of Essence, and I actually didn't realize until one of you guys said this is a blatant knockoff of the Danessa Myricks flakes, and the more I researched it, the more I was like, oh yikes. Now that video about dupes that I made got people quite heated actually. People had a lot of opinions about dupes versus stealing, and yes, I know that this is maybe 1/10 of the price of the Danessa Myricks. However, my issue isn't the fact that they duped them. The issue is it is the exact same. Change the packaging somehow. Change the theme. Change the name. This is the multi-chrome flakes. I'm pretty sure the Danessa Myricks are like the chrome flakes or something. Like, Essence, Come on, girl, come on. I do have a big issue with stealing, even if it's from a high-end or luxury brand and it's being stolen by a drugstore brand. I still have an issue with it. Just change something. Put it in a different shaped jar, at least, you know? Give me something, Essence. I know it's very popular online right now. Some brands are starting to fight back, which is absolutely amazing, but I never like promoting and sharing blatant copies on my channel. And at first I was really excited to use this and to try this. You guys may know I really love my kind of flaky, glittery pigments. So this was gonna be right up my street, but I just feel icky about it. I don't want to use it. I don't want to promote it because it is blatant stealing. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Danessa Myricks is such an expensive brand. It's great that Essence are doing a more affordable option, which yes, but it's stealing. I just have this thing in my heart, like, if I wanted the more expensive one, I would save up for it. And if I wanted something that was less expensive, I would want something that is a bit different, not the exact same. I'm gonna stop on this rant now because I could literally talk about this all the time, but this just gives me a bit of an ick. Like, I look at this and I think, oh, no, come up with fun ideas, come up with your own ideas, come up with something that's a little bit different, not exactly the same. So just like morally and like, ugh, I just feel icky about it. So I do regret buying this. And because of that like icky feeling, I just never really reached for it. And so I don't know, maybe it was just a bit of a waste of money. Yes, it was inexpensive, but hey, I don't know, I just feel bad. Right, I will say, if you're a Made by Mitchell fan, maybe turn off now, because I notoriously do not like Made by Mitchell products. And the first product in this video is the Build Foundation. Now, not only is the shade absolutely awful for me, I'm normally a very, very pale shade in every single foundation. So this is the shade LB2. This is a ghost white foundation, and also the formula absolutely sucks. Look at this. Like, I am not this shade. I bought this on Beauty Bay and there was no colour descriptions. There was no like swatch on the arm. There was no like person wearing the foundation, so maybe I could tell. It was literally just a picture of this foundation on the Beauty Bay website. That was it. So can we work on shade matching Made by Mitchell? Because I missed the mark a little bit here. Now, is it good that Mitchell is being so inclusive with his shade range? Yes, absolutely. Like I said before, I'm normally the palest shade, and so people who are paler than me, you might love this, or actually, hang on, no, I don't think you will. Especially if you have dry skin, do not buy this. This is this powder's best friend. These go together so well in the worst way possible. This is so drying on my skin. This clings to dry patches that I didn't even know existed. This makes my skin look 120 years old because it separates on my skin. It clings. It looks heavy. It looks like the world's worst Halloween mask. It looks horrendous. Now, I do use this a little bit to lighten my foundations. I did go through a phase of buying foundations that were way too dark, so I mean, it's great for that. I think if you use a very, very tiny amount to just correct a shade, it does work quite well, especially because there is a little doe foot applicator, so it's very easy to just tap on a tiny bit. However, don't use this on its own, especially if you have dry skin. You will not enjoy it. You will not like it. It will cling. It will just look absolutely awful. And I learned very quickly in my full face of Made by Mitchell that it's just not the brand for me. I have a few brands that just aren't made for me, and that's okay. Made by Mitchell is one of them. Natasha Denona is another one of them. If you've been on my channel before, you will know me and Natasha Denona don't get on. And unfortunately, me and Made by Mitchell don't get on. To make it worse, his new shop in Liverpool is directly underneath my old uni campus. The amount of trauma that I went through in that building, and now Made by Mitchell's there, like, why? I went to drama school, I went to LMA in Liverpool, and yeah, his shop is in the Met Quarter, which is the shopping centre that drama school is in, so yikes. Also, like, probably the worst place to put a shop because there's dance studios above you. Like, Mitchell, you're gonna have a headache, babe. So, just so you know, Dean Wakefield will be screaming in Made by Mitchell's shop. Just that image in my head of my old dance tutor screaming, and there's just Mitchell on the till, like, crying. So, added cheeky trauma. Thank you, Mitchell. Thank you very much. Do I spread out the Made by Mitchell, or do I just get them all over and done with now? I think I might spread them out a little bit, just so the Mitchell fans can, like, calm down before I anger them again. So let's talk about a product from Catrice. Now, I do like Catrice. I've started reviewing a lot more Essence and Catrice here on my channel. You guys seem to absolutely love those videos. This was not a good product, though. This is from their Underwater Secrets collection, and it is the Duo Highlighter in the shade CO1 See Me Glow. Now, this highlighter, I'm really not sure who it was made for, because it definitely was not made for me. And normally, if a product is not made for me, I can think, you know what, that's okay. There are more people in the world than just me, but this just makes me a bit confused. So there's a powder and a cream highlight, and I'm not gonna lie, they're just not very impactful, really. Let's give them a cheeky swatch. So there they are. Obviously both very dark for me. There was two shades of this. One was this, and one was an even deeper shade, which I'm all for inclusivity, and thank God that people with deeper skin can now have a really, really nice product. However, I can't really use them. I think when we talk about inclusivity, we need to talk about it the full range, you know, the full range of inclusivity, from palest to the whitest of the white to someone with the deepest skin tone. We need the range. And so I was a little bit confused by this. I can't use any of these. I don't really know what to use them for. They're not really highlighters. They're slightly satin powders. Well, one's not even a powder, one's a cream. Like, what do I use that for? I genuinely am just quite confused by this. I said in my initial review, I do not like it. The other product is like a bronze, and I do use that as a bronzer topper quite a lot because it is a little bit sheeny, but this I would not call a highlighter. I've tried it a few times as a blush topper, and it just does absolutely nothing for me. This is one of those nothing products that just sit in my collection and gather dust. I am having a massive declutter soon, so this will be going in that as well, 100%. I just have never figured out how to use this product effectively, and to be honest, I don't care enough to learn. Some products you just don't care, and this is definitely one of those products. Like, what do I do with this? I don't know. I regret buying this. This was in my review. I did a full review of the collection, which did really, really well, so thank you so much. I always want my reviews to do well because that's what I want to, like, progress into. So to everyone who has watched any of my reviews, thank you, thank you, thank you. It really does mean the world to me. But whatever this was, no, I'm sorry. Maybe if they'd have had like a really pale one and this was like in the middle, so you had a pale one, this one, and then the really deep one, I'd kind of understand it a bit more. But if you have like medium skin and you have this, please let me know down below. Do you use it? Is it working for you? Because I would love to know. Maybe it's just a my skin tone problem. Probably, but I still regret it. Like, I shouldn't have bought this. Right, let's go back to Made by Mitchell, and this is the product that started it all. For me and for Mitchell, it started my hate for Mitchell, but it also launched Mitchell into some kind of stardom. This is the Blursh. What on earth is this? I cannot believe that this is so popular. Mine is the shade Sweet Cheeks, and I need to talk to someone who enjoys this. Is your skin really oily? Because that's the only way I could think to enjoy this. Does Mitchell have really oily skin? That is the only way I could think that his products work, because every single product that I have tried does not work for dry skin. This is the exact same as the foundation. It is dry. This is patchy. This does not go on smooth at all. It takes up my foundation. How are these popular? I don't understand. Everyone used to rave about these. I used to watch Make Me Up Missa so much, and she had like the whole range of these, and she would use these constantly, and I don't understand how people use them. I've tried just drawing it on my cheek. It patches up. You can see where you've put it. I've tried putting it on my hand and blending it. It looks dry. I've tried putting it on a brush straight from the applicator. Again, it just goes patchy and dry. Like, what is going on? And I thought I was going absolutely crazy about these, but then I had two encounters. One was with my best friend Sophia, and we were talking about makeup. She's like a makeup girly as well, and we were talking about makeup, and Made by Mitchell pops up, and she says, I don't understand the blushes. They're dry, and they're crusty, and they're patchy, and they're horrible. And I was like, you have no idea how good it is to hear you say that, because I thought I'd been being gaslit by the internet. This is awful. This is so bad. And then the second experience was ShanXO. She is obviously massive here on YouTube. She's one of the OG beauty creators. And she said in one of her videos, I don't get it. It's patchy, it's dry, it's cakey. Oh my God, if ShanXO has seen me and heard me, and I feel less alone. Like, ShanXO knows what she's talking about, so I don't feel as gaslit anymore. If you really like these, please let me know, do you have oily skin? Because that is the only way I would think that that makes sense. This for dry skin sucks ass. Now, technically I didn't buy this. This was a free gift with purchase. I was on Beauty Bay, I was shopping for my full face of Mitchell, and it came up and said this would be a free gift if I spent so much on Mitchell products. So I'm glad that I didn't actually pay for this. However, I did have it in the back of my mind that maybe things were different now. I know, we've all been there. I had bought one of these way back in the day when these were first popular. And again, it was patchy, it was dry, it was cakey, it was horrible. And I obviously got rid of it because it was awful. There was a part of me that was like, maybe he's updated the formula. Like, surely he's updated the formula, because these are so big and massive and everyone loves them seemingly. Surely he's updated the formula. No, he's not. It's the same dry formula as it was years ago. And I don't get the hype. What a waste of money. I've tried these twice now, and twice they have not worked for me. Made by Mitchell, I've said it once, I'll say it again. It is not my brand, and you know what? That's okay. It's okay to have a brand that just doesn't cater to you. That's fine. I wish I could use Made by Mitchell because he's so fun. Like, the packaging looks great, and the color stories are interesting, and it's innovative, but I just can't do it. It sucks. It's dry and horrible, and I hate it. I will go that far. I will go that far and say I hate it. Okay, again, I'm going to spread out the Made by Mitchell hate a little bit because I am a little bit scared of his fans. So let's talk about an eyeshadow palette now. Thankfully, this was not very expensive, but again, this was from Primark. This is the Creamy Dream eyeshadow palette, and oh, doesn't this look exactly like the kind of palette I love? Not. I am not a neutral girl. However, I still bought this knowing I probably wouldn't like it. So I was doing a full face of Primark. I was doing a full face of Primark. I walked into my local Primark, and this was the only eyeshadow palette available. Now, I had seen on the website there were a few colourful options. However, in my local store, this was it. It was this or nothing. So I thought, you know what? I'll pay the £3.50 or however much this was, and I'll just get it. And shocker, I knew I wouldn't like it, and shocker, I don't like it. It is not a palette for me, and that's okay. I can see who this palette is for. They're very neutral girls. They do their makeup for work. They do their makeup for school, maybe. They do their makeup just quickly and out the door. They want a nice brown eyeshadow, and they don't think too much about it. I understand who would gravitate to this. It's not me, though. Look, I've got wicked eyeshadow on. I knew I wouldn't like this, and I bought it anyway, and I'm trying not to do that as much these days. I think definitely, especially at the start of the year when I still had my office job, I was definitely like, let's get into reviews. Let's review things even if I might not like them. There was actually a Revolution stick foundation that came out a few days ago, and I was so close to buying it just to review it. However, I looked into it and it was like a sheer glowy stick foundation and I knew I wouldn't like it, but there was still that little pull. But I said, no, I'm not gonna like it. I know it's not for me, and so I didn't buy it. I need to get that mentality rock solid because there are things that still pull me. This should never have been in my collection. It is not a palette that I like. I knew it wasn't a palette that I like. I do regret buying this. Thankfully, it was not very expensive, but I mean, it's kind of chalky. The shimmers are that like really cheap, thick satin kind of shimmer. You know the one, the typical cheap drugstore quality. It is that quality, and I knew I wouldn't like it, yet here we are talking about it today. This is going to be gone 100%. Why did I do it? For content, and that is literally it. I'm not big enough to do that yet. I'm not big. Maybe if I had 1 million subscribers, it would be fine, but I'm not big enough to do that, and I need to remember that. This has got to go. Okay, I have 3 more products. Let's keep on the Primark trend, shall we? I think this may be... Oh no, the powder's pretty bad. I was going to say this may be the worst product at Primark. This is their concealer. Oh boy. I don't even know what this is because all of the writing is rubbed off. This is I think it's the My Perfect color. And I knew I wouldn't like this. Yet again, I still bought it. Like literally, why? So first off, all the writing's rubbed off it, which is nice. Second, the cap is completely broken. Can you see that there? Yep, so it falls off all the time. Third, I hate these applicators. And I knew I hated these applicators, but I bought it anyway. And it was because of content. It was because I want to do a full face of Primark, so I gotta get a concealer. I really don't like these sponges because of the like thought of all the bacteria in it. Oh, I remember when the Maybelline Age Rewind came out and it had that sponge applicator. No, I can't do it. There are those Charlotte Tilbury like puffs. No, my skin is extremely acne prone to the point where I could sneeze wrong and I'll break out the next day. It is not worth it to put this on my skin because of all the bacteria that is just harbored in this. And I know some people could argue, isn't a dofer the exact kind of same thing? I don't know, I just have a mental block with this. Just dabbing it on my eyes, having it soaked with product. Like, you've got to push the product through, which means that there's so much product pooled around this at one time. It goes through me. And that's not even talking about the formula. The formula, shock... Did you see that? Shock... Yeah. Let's just pop this back on. The formula, shockingly, is absolute garbage. Again, I've got very, very dry skin, so take this with a pinch of salt if you do have oily skin, but this is dry, it is cakey, it is thick, it looks awful under my eyes, and I just can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. I do have quite creasy under eyes, which obviously is not ideal, but this just makes them look 10 times worse, and I can't stand it. So this is another product that will be going in my declutter. I think all of these, shocker, are going to be going in my declutter very soon because, like, I just don't enjoy them. It is a massive regret. Why did I buy this? For content, thinking I'm some big influencer that's going to make all my money back on it. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to, and I know that. But I want to make content for you guys, and so... I buy stupid things. Okay, I've got an Essence and a Made by Mitchell product left to talk about. Let's talk about the Essence product. Again, I'm giving the Mitchell fans some cool off time, so let's save that till last. Essence, I have noticed, have an absolute love of the pH gimmick, and I was on board for a little bit. However, it's got to the point now where every collection includes a pH adjusting gimmick, and the Superman collection was no different. This is the Essence Jelly Lip Stain, and I remember specifically getting the orange shade because I thought, you know what, the pink one will be way too pink, so let's buy the orange one so it won't be as pink. Ha! Anyone who says that a pH adjusting product won't be bright pink is lying to you. Every pH product that comes out will not adjust to your perfect skin tone color. It will be bright ass fuchsia neon pink. And this is no different. Now, despite what I'm wearing today, I'm not a pink girl. I don't really like pinks on me. This is a special occasion because it's Glinda, it's Alphaba, you know, I'm going to see Wicked. Did I mention I'm going to see Wicked? This is so hot pink that I just can't use it. I can't use it. I can't do it. Also, the formula is so thin. I think it is meant to be like a wipe off stain. So I don't really know if you're meant to keep it on overnight or something like that. But from what I've tried of it, it is just so vibrant and neon that it is too much. Like, why? Can we have like a really watered down pH product? I would love a product that has pH in it that's just a very subtle pink and not the most vibrant, not this. Like, this is going on your lips. I don't want that colour on my lips. Who does? Like, does anyone want that colour on their lips? I definitely don't. And for this, it's just too much. It's too much. The day that Essence comes out with a line without a pH product in it will be the day that I celebrate and have a party for myself because, like, Essence, come on, it's 2025. It's nearly 2026. Can we please drop the pH adjusting gimmick? Because no, I know Too Faced was doing it back in 2016. Like, can we please drop it? And I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't think it would be pH adjusting. I thought it would just be a jelly lip stain. And I think that's why I got it. That's why I got it in the orange shade. There is a bright pink product as well. So I was like, you know what? Bright pink equals bright pink. Don't get bright pink. Guess who got bright pink? I tried my best with this. I tried my best to avoid disappointment. I was still disappointed. So you know what? It's gonna go bye-bye very, very soon. Right, Mitchell fans, are you calm now? Because I'm about to get you riled up once again. I'm not sorry. This product literally sucks ass. This is the Make a Mark liner. Oh my God. Were my hopes and dreams absolutely crushed the day that I tried this? I was so excited to get into some graphic liners. And this just doesn't work at all. Again, dry as hell. There's a theme with Mitchell. So these are felt tip liners. Oh, look, it's leaking. Can you see that on the side there? It's leaking. There you go. You can see that there on the side. Oh, lovely. So you can't argue with me. You cannot argue with literal leaking. Okay? Before anyone starts typing, it's literally leaking. Defend that, I dare you. But other than the leaking, the product doesn't get to the end of the tip. So you'll do a lovely little winged eyeliner. Ooh, nice, gorgeous, beautiful. And then you'll try and do a second one and there's no more product left. So you're stood there shaking this for 20 minutes before any product comes out. All of the product stays at the base of this pen and none of it comes to the tip, which is the most frustrating and annoying thing. And it's why I refuse to buy felt tip liners anymore. I will always buy a brush tip applicator because then you know that you're getting clean product and fresh product. You're not having to stand there and wait for ages for the product to fill up. No, it is so annoying. And you know what? I think I'm just done with liners anyway. I've got Inglot Duraline. So with my crazy eyeshadow collection, I have every single eyeliner color I could possibly imagine. I'm not going to be buying any more kind of eyeliner products, I don't think, unless I get sent them or unless there's like a crazy little gimmick in it. I just don't like these products and it is the biggest waste of money. And you know what? I bought 3 of them. Oh my God, as if one wasn't enough. And the blue one is the best of the bunch. These 2 can die in a ditch. I absolutely hate these. So Mitchell fans, I'm really sorry, but I'm also not. Hate you. Mwah. So this is it. My biggest makeup regrets. I hate these products and I will probably be using them in a big end of year worst of 2025. So definitely like this video if you want to see that. Subscribe to this YouTube channel for more bright, fun, colourful makeup talk. And with that being said, this is it for today, guys. This is where I'm going to love you and leave you. Have an absolutely incredible day and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.